We just texted you and told you we were going live, so we're going to go live, but we're going to go out this door first. And I'm trying my dingleberry stand thing again, and I think we actually put our earpieces on this time so you can hear us a bit better than yesterday. And got to get out the door first. And if you could see the difference between this and how it started 2 months ago, that was a very difficult endeavor before. But now we are good. So we're going to just walk around. If you can see, this is our RV. That's why we have the arm thingy. But then that's the lake that we're on. So we're going to just take a walk around the lake and show you a little bit. We're going to walk that way. This is believe it or not. Oh, there's a...
We have an egret.
I was going to say, that's not a duck.
No, it's an egret.
That's pretty cool. Anyway, this is our lake that we're on. It's actually really nice and quiet. Believe it or not, there's a freeway right over there, but it doesn't. You don't hear it inside the RV terribly bad. And we're not allowed to walk Bert on this lake, so I don't think they want dog poop anywhere, right? This morning I've got 2 or 3 poops that are not my own. Well, not my... Well,
we do have a bathroom in the RV.
They wouldn't be my poops, but they would be Bert's poops. My poops would be nasty, wouldn't it? But I'll tell you, I've had a lot of feedback that my mom is a lot more interesting and a lot more fun to watch than myself. And we've actually got some interesting stories from here, don't we?
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh.
Should I tell one of them?
Well, it depends.
I've never done this before. And which story I've got 2 good stories from here. First thing was, we were parked, already set up, and I was just trying to adjust the angle of the RV so we had a better view of the lake. And as I'm pulling forward, and I'm very good at driving a long RV. I'm good at driving, you get the geometry, and the driving gets pretty darned easy. But what happened is, see, there's the sign. No walking.
No pets.
Pets on the lake. Anyway, we ended up, I was adjusting it. It was late at night because I didn't want everybody staring at me, because I do actually get self-conscious. And do me a favor, drop a note or a comment if you have anything you want to say. I have to pull the phone in so I can actually see it, but the comments are not very big. I'm trying to figure that part of it out. But
he'll be complaining in a minute that his hand's getting cold and tired.
Well, no, it's not cold out here. It's comfortable. But much better than yesterday. It was bloody rainy yesterday and very bitter cold. Anyway, so while I was adjusting the RV, I thought, notice I emphasize the word I thought, I had cleared the post. And these are the posts that I'm talking about. See, there's a post on the edge of the RV where all of your electricity and water is. And I thought I had cleared it, and apparently I didn't, because as I started angling the RV, all of a sudden water started shooting in the air. I couldn't believe it. And really significantly shooting in the air everywhere. And I tried to take a videotape of it, but I was very flustered. I've never done anything like that. Totally broke the pipe in a very bad, significant way, knocked over the electrical, and immediately I'm flooding everything. I'm showering the other RV than what I did, and didn't it? Down the street. So that was my idiot moment for the day, right?
That was only one of them.
So we lost our water for a full 24 hours, water pouring out, and then we ended up finally having the guy come out. He shut off the water for the entire park for almost that whole day, didn't he?
Yep.
Because he had to get everything repaired again. And then once that was all put back together, then they moved us back to the same spot. It was kind of unfortunate because the other spot that we got temporarily was a better spot, and we liked it better because it had a better view of the fountains in the lake. So that's what I did. And I felt like a big old idiot. Didn't I?
So what else is new?
I was so freaking embarrassed. I'm like, me, Greg Davis, I can't believe I did that because I'm genuinely good at these things and I so screwed it up. So that's what happened with the water part of it. That's one of the stories I actually posted on social media that we had a fun story to share. And see, our RV
I am just about to freeze to death, guys.
over there beyond the fountain. See the one with the flag? I actually put the flag down a little bit. It'll get better when we get back in the sun. We're halfway. Let's go that way.
He's brutal.
See, I'm mean. We're gonna walk all the way around. So anyway, that's the water story. Should I tell the other story while I'm at it?
Well, I'm not sure what that is.
That was our phone. This thing has a mind of its own. It's like sometimes it's a dingleberry, sometimes it goes sideways, and sometimes it just doesn't work at all, which is one of those moments. So I'm going to see if I can make it work that way. Okay, so have you all seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, or whichever one where they're doing sewage and it blows up on them and he gets covered in sewage? Yeah, it's that kind of a story. So we had just moved in here, and the hole that you put, it's a bit same normal clean out hole of any sewage system. So your house has one, and we're plugged into that, but it's really not connecting well. So I get it in there, and I start to empty the black and gray water, and the black is always first, and as I start to open it up, all of a sudden the thing just goes flying off the end and sewage is going everywhere. So I can tell you, first of all, thankfully, those little packets you put down in the sewer holding tank actually worked significantly well because there really wasn't any sewage. And it didn't stink, which is nice, right? So, aren't you happy? But it did not go over. It didn't touch me. It didn't touch anything in the little area where it pours back inside. So it wasn't a huge, but I free did that spot that I mentioned where we were for just a part of a day. That had a big old brick over there. So I ran over and I grabbed the brick and made the brick mine. So now we have a brick, and I put that on the edge of the sewage coupler that goes into the drain out thingy, and now I have a thing that holds the sewage pipe on, and that was all better, huh? And that could have been way worse. That could have come undone on me, and I would have been a happy camper.
I wouldn't have let him back in the RV, I'll tell you.
Well, there's that. So those are the two things that happened here at the lake. And you can still see our RV in the distance with the flag. And I'll tell you, it's odd. There's really not a lot of people. Do you want to sit for a minute?
No.
Well, it's going to get me in serious trouble. Yeah, she's a pain in my rump sometimes. But I'm a lesser pain in the rump in her rump, right? I'm not. Was that the look that you just gave me?
Yeah, it was the look.
Yeah, so anyway, I'll tell you too, while we're walking around this lake, so Mom and Nana, my Nana, and she's Mom, obviously, but Mom and Nana lived on a lake in, what the heck was that called? Ventana Lakes over on the west side of Phoenix. And every single day, Nana no matter how she felt, would get her butt out of that chair and she'd go walk around the entire park, right?
Yep.
All the way into her, well into her 90s. So this is for me, a happy thing to walk around the lake. I used to love walking the lake with Nana. Didn't get to do it very often, but when I did, it was always fun.
Oh, look.
There's another, you see
Another one.
Egret? I know, I've seen 3 so far. And there's a bloody great crane over there.
Have we got fish in our lake?
I believe so. Well, yeah, they do, because you can catch and release here.
Oh.
And there's it's actually there's a really nice barbecue area and party area and pool, and they've got these great barbecue areas all over the park, but at the clubhouse they've got pool tables and snooker and all sorts of stuff here. So this is a pretty nice lake, but I will warn you, right now that we're in the shade, it's really cold on this side.
It is cold.
Yeah. That looks like a fire pit.
Yep.
But it looks like a gas one. It is. See? There's a gas fire pit right here. She's going off without me. Anyway, the park has had a ton of openings here.
They've got some really classy RVs around here.
Yeah, there's some $1 million RVs. There's a bunch of them in here that really biggins. You know what? Something dawned on me is we recorded that story about biggins and we lost that recording.
Oh dear.
So do you think we should tell it now? So let's start out with the Kim part of it. Uncle Kim, my son's Uncle Kim, my brother Kim, her middle child, when he was a little boy, you want to tell that story?
You're doing good.
No, you tell it. You tell it more interesting than I do. I wasn't there. Uncle Kim's much older than me.
He actually was just a little kid, like maybe 2 at that point. And he was staying in the same room as my Aunt Charlotte.
Her aunt. So my great aunt.
Yeah.
Nana's sister.
And Aunt Charlotte was getting dressed. And I guess there was a lot of laughter coming out from my Aunt Charlotte in the bedroom. So she comes downstairs and Kim comes downstairs and he comes over to me and he looks at me and points to Aunt Charlotte and says, "Big uns," meaning he had seen her without her bra. A stink.
Well, and what reason we're telling about this story, first of all, I said biggins without thinking about it, but while we were up in Redding, we were visiting it went crooked again. That's weird. Anyway, we were visiting my brother Kim and his daughter and her child. They were there for dinner.
Yeah, we had a big family dinner. It was nice.
Jack. That was the second night they were there. And Jack was visiting everybody. Such a fun kid. And he just had a birthday. Happy birthday, Jack. Super exciting. Love him. Anyway, so he is going around saying goodbye to everybody. And he had already said goodbye to Nana, but he wanted another hug from Nana because he knew he wasn't going to see us again for a while. And
you saw it.
I did. So he runs over, gives her a big long hug, and back around as he's getting down, looks below her neckline, puts his hand on her left breast, jiggles it, and then jumps off. And Kim and Darcy and myself and her and Jessica, who is mortified, we are laughing so damn hard. And Kim is like, proof positive he's my grandkid. But it was, I laughed so hard. And so Jessica is not exactly sure how Nana took it. And she's truly looking mortified, but still laughing through tears at the same time. And it was a really funny story. But we had to share the story about Aunt Charlotte first to explain why it relates so beautifully to Uncle Kim, huh?
Yeah.
So that was one of those moments that will go down in infamy, right?
I think so. It will be tossed around every Christmas and Thanksgiving, I'm sure.
Yeah, so anyway, that's our story. We just wanted to show you around the lake, and see, she can go all the way around the lake now, so she really is doing a lot better. It's really exciting to see. And there's our coach right there with the flag, and again, I put the flag part way down because it was so blowy. So normally it's about 10, 12 feet taller than that. Anyway, we will see you later. Thanks for joining in. I guess I should peek again to see if anybody else made more comments. Anyway, drop a comment of things you'd like us to talk about, stories you'd like to hear, places we should go. Like Michelle was mentioning yesterday about wineries, where we should go between San Antonio and Austin for wineries. And we will talk to you soon. Have a great evening. Bye.
Bye.